Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late May 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get it going immediately and get right down to business. We're going to start you off with one oracle card here, just to take a little temperature of the energy for the lovely Aquarius collective out there. I hope you're all fantastic, my friends. So let's see what we got, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got from my friends? And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card super quick. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you might want to lean into, which is always very interesting, especially when it links into the full reading. But let's get this first card out here for my Aquarian friends, please. Guys, talk to me quick, super quick. Okay, so this could be somebody trying to avoid issues or blend in with the crowd, which is the complete antithesis of Aquarian energy to me. But this can also be an energy of beauty, aesthetics. We'll talk about it in a moment. We'll really dissect that card. But before we do, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the May subscriber surprise towards the end. So you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on Twitter, my handle's @KyleofCups. Please feel free to shoot me a tweet. But into the reading we go. If you look at the imagery here, you see those various birds. I'm not sure if they're storks or whatever they're specifically called, but you see that woman, she is wearing costume trying to blend in with that. So in this time, you might just be in the mode where you're not trying to hear anyone's BS. You might be trying to blend in with the crowd, not stand out in any kind of way, which, like I said, is not very Aquarian. Usually Aquarius is unapologetically themselves. But there could be a certain situation or a certain person you're trying to just blend away from. Or you just might be in the mode where you're not trying to hear anybody's nonsense. But this card to me can also be about embracing your aesthetic beauty. So matters of how you look, how you feel, those could be on the forefront. Very similar to the Queen of Wands, okay? So you might be trying to get a new look, get some new clothes, new makeup, whatever it might be. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, your aesthetics could be important, or how something looks, how something's perceived. So let's get into tarot. I know that was a whole mouthful. I try not to spend too much time there, but we're going to get you 3 cards in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify. So let's get a good shuffle, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for Aquarius this week, please? Now, last week's reading was a little bit dicey. It was titled, They Are Obsessed. And the reason I named it that, I know not every Aquarius is going through love things, but there was some devil energy in the mix, okay? So hopefully you haven't been going through rough things, focusing on things just running through your head nonstop, okay? The week before that was an explosive talk. So just like with every Aquarius reading, it's always super unique depending on the week. But yeah, that devil energy last week left a weird taste, right? It didn't give me the best feelings, but we'll see what we have this week. Energy is always fluctuating and going in different ways. What do we got here? Okay, so we have the moon. We have some possible hidden aspects, unexpected, not surprising. That shows up in Aquarius readings from time to time. Could be something involving the moon. We could take that card literally. We have the Knight of Swords. That's a card that could represent you. It's a big action card. It's a big movement card. We're going to get one more out here. So, all right, we got the 2 of Pentacles on the back end. We have an interesting elemental mix. We got fire, we got earth, we have water, air, and earth. 2 of Pentacles on the back end. So Aquarius, like I said, this could represent different aspects of life. We'll go through, I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff. But front and center, we have the moon card. This could represent a prominent Pisces in your life. Some readers also say that could represent a Cancer because that's their ruling luminary. But whenever I see the moon, yes, I think of empathy. It's very feminine, soft. This card can also be psychics, dream states, all of those things that we think about. But the main message I always think of with the moon is certain situations that are unexpected, surprising, or you don't see coming, right? There's a veil of mystery whenever we have the moon card, if it doesn't represent an individual in your life. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Like I said, for some of you, it could just be some sort of intense connection with the moon for whatever reason. But moving to the center, we got the Knight of Swords. Like I said, that's a card that represents you or another air sign, so Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Heavy action. If that doesn't represent you in this reading, it's movement, it's determination, very similar to the Chariot, the 8 of Wands. Okay, this card can be a communicator, but the rough side of this card is it can be confrontational, it can be a little problematic, and it can represent certain situations. So we're going to want to see what this is when we clarify it. but it is very, very fast, movement based. And the way this is all reading together, the fact that we have the moon, then the action, then the Two of Pentacles, feels okay thus far. Now we have a lot more to go, but the Two of Pentacles on the back end is a card. Sure, it could represent work, it could represent money. All twos in tarot could be decisions, feeling like you're at a crossroads, but they're also cards of partnerships, assistance. This is a very balanced type of card. It's an even-keeled type of energy. So like I said, the way this energy flows thus far is pretty nice. We're going to see what this is all about, Aquarius. Let's dive deeper on all this action. Let's jump in and clarify. So let's get a good shuffle here for my lovely Aquarius friends, please, my guides. Yeah, and like I said, this could just be various aspects of your life right now. Just take whatever hits for you, or it could just be someone in your life. Let's go. What do we got for my Aquarius friends, please, my guides? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research, rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to start in on this moon, see what that could be about. And as always, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling anything off these cards, you could just drop it down below. I don't mind whatsoever. So let's go in. What do we got this moon here for? Where's the moon here for Aquarius? Deck is being specific. There we go. Eight of Wands. Yeah. Expect the unexpected. We have the Eight of Wands. Now that could be communications, that could be talks, like I said, and this could be somebody that hits you up on a whim, surprisingly, especially like if you look in the box here, we have the moon, like I was saying, the veil of mystery, the surprising, unexpected, shocking sometimes type of energy, surrounded by all this action emanating out of it. It's surrounded by the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. This is heavy, heavy, fast movement. So for some of you, this could be a surprising talk or message with somebody where they hit you up out of the blue and they're like, hey, such and such, I have some news. For some of you, it could be a surprising situation coming your way as well. Now, I do want to get over to this Knight because that's a card that ties in more with you. But I would expect the unexpected in this time in various facets of life. And we saw that for you like 3 weeks ago, I believe. So the surprising, unexpected energy still linger for the Aquarius collective. So yeah, either someone's going to hit you up out of the blue, or someone might spill some beans to you, like just starts venting. Like there's a lot of different things this can be. But I would expect the unexpected in various ways, whether it's certain situations that pop up or conversations. Right? Now might be a time for you to stay on your toes, even if you are laying low. We're going to go in on this Knight of Swords. And yeah, I mean, this is just interesting overall to me that we have so much speed coming out of this moon. Hopefully it's moving towards something nice, which I've been kind of getting the vibe we are. Another card of mystery here. So someone else's response to something could be fast without thinking, right? Like this could be somebody making like a split-second decision. So it doesn't matter if you're having conflict with someone, because once again, another card representing the moon, another one of my biggest mystery cards under this action. Like it looks so crazy if you look in the box here, like the moon, the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords, all this unknown happening here. So once again, like I said, this could be unexpected situations, surprising situations, but for another portion of you, this could be someone's response. Like, all right, you hit them with a fact or you hit them with a situation, and how they react is way different than you had thought. Like this is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Someone doing things by the cuff, not thinking, just reacting. All right, so in this time, you could be very reactive, or those around you could be in that mode where they don't think. Or if you bring something up to them, you're just going to get a true, honest response. Like it's giving me very spontaneous vibes here overall with all the action, all the mystery. Now, sometimes people say the Two of Swords can represent confusion, indecision. Notice we have double twos in this spread as well. So all those archetypes I was speaking about before. But I feel like it's a reiteration here. So there might be multiple situations or multiple responses. Like this could be somebody's response being nothing like you thought it would be. Aquarius, we got a lot of things going on here. We're going to go over to the Two of Pentacles. We'll talk about this more during the recap. But as always, this is probably one of the more interesting readings this week so far. But let's see why this Two of Pentacles is here. Expect spontaneity. Expect the unexpected. Like I said, all right, there we go. We got the sun in the upright under this Two of Pentacles. Everything is going to be good in the end. Beautiful. Now, the sun could represent a Leo in your life. I don't know if you're dealing with a Leo. And notice, once again, if you look in the box, we have the moon in one corner, we have the sun in the other. The yin, the yang. This is absolutely beautiful. And if you look on the back end of this spread, it's very light-based. With the Two of Pentacles and the sun, we have this darkness offset. To me, when I see these energies collide, to me, that is the energy of understanding and revelation, which is another thing I saw for you several weeks ago, where things could start making sense, where things start bubbling to the surface, things are revealed to you, which I would say is good. But the Two of Pentacles, with the most positive card in the whole entire tarot deck, the sun in the upright, is absolutely beautiful. It's that truth, light, life, love, and happiness from spirit. Right? So something really swinging your way, a win, a victory, a triumph, right? Now, I do say those come in all different shapes and sizes, but I do feel like there's something you're going to see very, very clearly at the end of the day. And something can pay off for you in the long run. This bodes well. Maybe this is just a shot in the arm from spirit, like whatever it is you might be going through. Like, listen, the sun will shine again. If it feels like you're within the nighttime, don't worry, the sun will rise again. Okay, it's not always going to be nighttime. It's not always going to be dark. The light will return. Or some of you might be in search for that light, whatever that means to you. Let's go through and do a quick little recap, because we have an interesting dichotomy of energy here, Aquarius. Because we have dark, we have light. Now, in position number one, if you kindly look in the box, before we get into the shadow card, we have the moon, we have the Eight of Wands. Like I said, mirroring the first and second alignments here. I said expect the unexpected. There might be unexpected or surprising situations that pop up, things you didn't see coming. Could be a conversation that comes out of the blue, whether it's someone that hits you up out of the blue or you say something to somebody that you weren't planning on saying. In the center with the Knight of Swords and the Two of Swords in the upright, didn't feel like confusion to me. It felt like somebody being extremely reactive, not thinking about their response, just taking action quickly. So there's spontaneous vibes around the Aquarius collective. So once again, expect the unexpected. You might be extra spontaneous, or if somebody comes at you sideways, you might just act and react. That's the vibe. Now, moving to the very back end, we got the Two of Pentacles with the sun in the upright, that beautiful offset from all this mysterious energy in the front end. So yes, it can be revelations. It could be the sun rising once again, things improving, things getting better. It could be spirit telling you, like, listen, if you're going through a dark time right now, be optimistic and positive, because things will get better. Things can and will improve. So with the Two of Pentacles and the sun in the upright, it's absolutely beautiful energy overall to me. Wins, victories, triumphs, payoffs, all that stuff. And like I said, those come in different shapes and sizes. Regardless of what you're going through right now, know that there's a duality to life. There's always ups and downs. This is something turning out better in the end, if that's not representing a Leo in your life. But we're going to get you one shadow card. I know I was saying a whole bunch of different things there, Aquarius. If anything sounded like babble, please feel free to run it back, because I was going rapid fire there. For some reason, I always get amped up during the Aquarius readings. So we're going to get you one shadow card here, out of the Shadowland Tarot. I know we spent quite a lot of time looking into shadows in this week's spread, but let's see what we could find for you just to tie this reading up. Maybe it'll give us a little more, or a few more answers as to what we were seeing in this spread. What do we got here for Aquarius? Please and thank you. Yeah, Two of Swords showing up once again. So we do have that tie-in with what we were seeing throughout the main part of this spread. Now, the Two of Swords isn't the nicest card in the tarot deck. Like I said, it's one of my big cards of mystery, once again, showing up in the shadows. So there are things going on around you, whether it's the purpose for something, whether it's someone else's actions. Like, you might not quite understand why things are happening the way they are. And that's fine. That's nothing to be nervous about. It's nothing to be scared about. There might be certain things that are happening, or people's reactions that are a little confusing to you, or you might be in a certain situation where you don't understand how you got there when the Two of Swords is involved. Okay? Now, I'm not going to say what you need to do to remedy this. it's just another reiteration to me that, yeah, there are shadow things, or there might be shadow work that you need to really dive into, look within yourself and solve these things. But the sun will rise again. Even though this is the shadow section, I feel urged to tell you what I just did, that things aren't always bad forever. The sun can and will rise again with this Two of Swords. Don't let anyone purposefully confuse you. Okay, and don't stall out. If you need to make a decision, make a move, make a choice, take action on it. And Aquarius, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the May subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the April subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab Monday, May 2nd. But for the May subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot Illuminati. You'll get the full kit if you're a lucky winner. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments what other type of reading you would like to see from me, because I'll continue to do the weeklies, but I really want to mix it up and give you guys what you want. And yeah, after that, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of May, I'll put the winners in my community tab, my friends. Much love to you, and I'll see you next time.